Starting a little late today. That's alright. So, yeah, this is where we ended up today. Alright, we got Brutus up here. Brutus, I think we're gonna keep Brutus up here. I think he's gonna stay. Because as we're moving people, we're gonna have to stay up here anyway. So let's just do that. Hopefully I can get most of the base moved up here today. That's kind of the idea. And then we'll get started on building. I'll probably bring my workstations up here first. I'll try to get some of them placed, particularly like the smelter. So that can be running while we are running back and forth. We'll probably end up getting some thick hide as well. So I guess things that are producing goods. Ooh, that's a taskmaster. That's just a regular elk. We're gonna be after the skull elks. They give better stuff. And they're not really that hard to kill. Super easy to dodge. Don't take too long. Even if you don't have a decent weapon, it's not really that bad. I said that we were gonna use the spectral horse, but I don't think we really need to. Because running back home, there's gonna be like some cliffs and stuff that we'll need to jump down, so like it would get us through this area faster, I guess, but most of the routes that I know involve going up or down cliffs. I'll use it once. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, you have a little stab. I noticed the blade on the bottom of it before. Let's see. Forces of life and death. Rough forces of nature. Life, death, undeath? Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Slinga.
Nope, not that one. Must be forces of nature. Okay, what do we got here? Conjure, a gust of air, escalate. Summon a frozen bridge. 20% corruption.
Negas.
I don't think it's that one, right? No, that's just the seed of corruption. So it must be this over here. Do I have to get more corrupted? You must be at you must be at least 20% corrupted, I see. So you have to be a certain amount of corruption to even cast the spells, not just gain corruption. Well, that is decidedly less good, isn't it? Like, if we're trying to not be corrupted. That's too bad. I wanted to see the horse. So you don't get the good spells unless you are, like, dedicated to being a caster. because that would be the spectral mount, that would be the wall of fire that we got, and then whatever other spells we're gonna gather on the way. All of those are probably going to be very decent spells, but won't be able to do them. Now, we do have a dancer, so we could go ahead and get very corrupted, and then check out the spells, and if we don't like them, we can just hang out by our dancer and cleanse all that corruption away. We'll probably do that just to, at least just to see them. And then we can make a decision to see if it's worth it or not. Did you leave me alone now? Yes. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of runs back and forth. Oh. Are you named? No. Probably tier 3. Wait a minute. That's a world boss. Yeah, that's a 3-sculler. He didn't even notice me. Oh, now he did. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's slow, and it's not gonna get pulled very far. Also, if we needed to, we could just go kill it. We probably should, at some point. Once we hit level 60, we'll actually go and do that. Probably get a legendary weapon or two, at least for our thralls. We'll see what we get. There are a couple of really good items that we could get, and farming the crocodile ones isn't that bad. Plus, it'll get a bunch of levels for our thralls, our companions. Overall, a good idea, I think. We might have to spend some time and get Simba leveled up. Because while he has decent space to carry things, it's 10 rather than 5 for the regular thralls. Oh, they're gonna chase me all the way home, aren't they? Go away. You don't want to come up here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So, we'll take Discount Aragorn next. Let's see. Let's get our smelter. And then we should be able to... thought you could pick this up. Remove placeable. It's got to be remove, right? Okay, it gave us some resources. Is it enough to rebuild it? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. That's the important thing. Come here. Alright, for you, I'm gonna take this stuff because he needs as much space as he can fit. 50 pounds, steel bars. We don't need to take our steel bars quite yet, I think. Let's go take a look. What's our stack sitting at? Okay, so I can probably carry that on me. Since we're moving the iron, I'll try to grab as much of that as possible. Bricks, since we're moving bricks, grab as many of those as I can. We could just move all of them, I guess. I'll keep those on me. Those aren't as heavy. It's 50-50. Iron, stone. Let's see. Do we have any other iron in here? I want to try to get it all in as little stacks as possible. Because that'll mean less trips overall. Doesn't have any iron. I took all of your iron already. Alright, so that's good. And then maybe our dancer? Or no, we're gonna take our tannery. Let's get all of this stuff. Remove. Although, we should build an improved tannery. Shouldn't we? We're not gonna worry about the leather right now. So we'll toss that. We don't necessarily need the bark either. I'll see what improved tannery takes. Then we could just build one up there. Get this stuff cooking. Alright. Carpentry. Improved Carpenter's Bench. We need 100 bricks, which we already have on him. 25 iron reinforcement. And 50 shaped wood. We don't have the shaped wood. So that's gonna take a minute to do. What else can we grab? Get those crafting. That in there. We don't need the stone. We'll turn those into bricks, I guess. Gonna leave that. How heavy are these iron reinforcements? 65. I guess we'll just take our steel bars. 250 pounds. Since he's got a slot open and we can't build our thing right now anyway. So we'll do that. It's all good. This dried wood can get stacked over here. Anything else in any of these? This is a lot of our throwaway stuff that we're not going to bother with. Taking with us Dead Sorcerer's Map, Priest Journal, instructions. These are old tools. We'll end up taking this stuff. Schematic fragment, right? And then the scroll, we already have this. So we won't need that anymore. Definitely need that. Okay, is that stuff done? I want to know how much space I have available to me. That stuff I don't care about as much. How heavy is this? 106. Why don't we trade that out? So we can take this guy and put that like that. All right. Seems good. Let's go. It's gonna be a few walks back and forth. Not too many though. I think it'll go quicker than I think it will. You seem to be able to carry a lot more on your person. Like, I have quite a few points into my expertise, but still, I mean, I'm carrying quite a bit of stuff on me. I think this way's faster, we just get chased a little bit. It's also safer because getting up this cliff up this way, we don't have to worry about a demon hyena ambushing us, although we're a lot better equipped to handle it now. Like, it wouldn't do nearly as much damage to us now that we have our medium armor. I think when we got killed we saw the light stuff. Which, speaking of, actually, I should switch to that light stuff for going back and forth, because not only is it lighter, but it also gives you more carry weight, I believe. I'll have to look to see how much. It could also be worth it just to keep our medium armor as well, because we could run into a fight with some wolves, and like, if we get cornered and have to fight, I would rather have some armor on me. I took the wrong way up. Got up anyway. It's a little cave right there. I'm gonna go see what that is. I don't remember there being a little cave over here. And there's usually hidden stuff. Oh, is this just a pass-through? Okay, never mind. This is a shortcut. Okay, what is that? Is that a tiger up there? Or is that something worse? I think it's just a tiger. We're gonna have to get around these guys. Once we build our armored animal pen too, we'll have to get that going. Getting exotic meat is not going to be nearly as hard anymore. Up in the north, that stuff's everywhere. And we're going to have access to better creatures. Like the wolves are good. The bears are good, I remember. We could go a little bit further north and try to get a saber-tooth. But that's potentially kind of dangerous for a number of reasons. It seems like the armors don't protect you as much anymore. I haven't looked at the epic stuff. But it seems like their element protection is not nearly as much as it used to be. Hit up, thank you. I think this is our way up. Right? Yeah, okay. You're good, right? Yeah, you're fine. What level are... I think he just got to 10, right? Yeah, he's only got 1600 health. Not very much. You never know. He could pull through and get like his level 15 perk, get that one that gives him the 15 vitality, like Robert did. I think it's gonna be a bit until we get one of our thralls up to level 20 though, because we have quite a few named thralls, and I want to get them all to at least level 10 so they get their first perk, and then we can decide from there who we want to put more effort into. Plus, the guys that we have, their base stats aren't very good, like especially compared to these guys over here. Our named guys are probably the equivalent to like their tier 2 guys. So oh shit, that white wolf came after us. We need to keep running past here then. The rest of them I don't care about, but that white wolf I do not want to mess with. Yeah, if they go fight themselves, that's fine. Nope, if that one's coming after us. Okay, that one left. Alright, yep, you get pulled back. You don't want to go over here. Good. Thought that we had dodged that white wolf. Maybe it saw Discount Aragorn and wanted his bits, his tasty bits. this stuff out. Give you this stuff back. I'll swap this. And then you stand guard. Replace the blockable floor. I should probably put one of them outside, actually. Our improved furnace, 50 bricks and 100 iron bar. What's that noise? Okay, this is just going to be temporary. Oh, I see I can't really place it because of my... It's just gonna have to be up here. Let's go back in. We'll grab out all of this. We'll go grab some iron. So that he can be cooking while we're gone. Brutus is level 16. We'll take him with us. And then we'll leave him outside. Just in case some things come and wander a little too close to us. Trying to make it best of our time here. Yeah, okay, that's where it is. There's a bunch of iron right up here and along that way. We just gotta be careful not to get too close to that world boss over there. He usually leaves us alone. But with everything changed, all the updates and stuff, I don't know if he was slightly moved or if their aggro range is increased. We'll just have to keep an eye on it for a bit until we get comfortable. And him too, I believe, like, we could probably take him. It would take a while, though. It's just hard to say. I think there's an iron node, like, hidden in one of these rocks, too, or something. Great dam. There are some people up on top of this too. I wonder if thralls get experience for when you're mining. This is all the iron that was over here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this one. Let's see. He is at 114, 11, 9. 114, 11, 9. Sure doesn't. Just for killing them. That harvesting nodes at double speed is pretty nice. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. Okay, that's like 3,000. There's still more to get, but we're pretty full. So we'll go back, drop that off, and then we will do another run. Luckily, I knew I was going to move, so I didn't have too much stuff there. Nothing terribly heavy or difficult to move, so the move should go pretty quick. I've just been stockpiling things, so I have them all in nice, neat stacks. Okay, so a stack of 1,000 ironstone, which is 130 units, only is 40% of our carry weight. It seems like they increased how much you can carry, which is nice. I am at no means complaining about that. I don't think I have any of my settings set to like help me with that either. I think that's just base game. Most of my settings that I have on my single player game, like things are a little bit in my favor, but I didn't try to go overboard or anything like that. In fact, I'm gonna put all of this metal stuff in the smelter. I'll leave the silver in here because that's different, but I'm gonna throw all this stuff in the smelter because that's where I'm gonna look for it when I'm gonna move it. So I'll try to keep everything together as much as possible. Because from here, it's got to be moved again, but it's going to just be, like, literally right over there, so shouldn't take long. Okay, so our smelter is going to be busy for quite some time with that. I just want to make sure that we're being efficient. Okay, you stand guard out here. Everything's gone, right? I didn't move anything. My sorcery stuff I can put away, since we can't summon our horse anyway. We might as well just put that in the chest. Because that's just weighing us down then. Not by much, but... daggers... We can throw our daggers in there too. Along with our Yog Cudgel. We'll keep the skinning knife and things in case we have to kill something. Like, if we get stuck in a corner and we have to go through a rhino or something. Okay, there's the white wolf. We'll just call him Geralt. We can get chased by regular wolves, that's fine, but if Geralt is after us, we need to be tricksy. Oh, they killed the Taskmaster. Damn. If they killed the Taskmaster, that means the Taskmaster was probably low level. So, probably not a big loss. That's what I'm going to tell myself. But we definitely are going to need one of those. Probably two. One for the wheel and one for our torturer's table. Because I remember the higher level Taskmasters, I think maybe tier 3 and above, can make iron... They can make chain bindings. And those things last forever. Like, and they're easier to make because I think the chain bindings just require iron, maybe steel, but I think it's just iron instead of having to use leather on them. Just, you know, iron's way easier to get. We shouldn't have an issue with getting any of those resources anymore after we move. Because up there we have the elk kings that we can get our heavy or our thick leather from. We can also come right down here and grab rhinos. Pigs, I don't remember if they give thick hide or not, but I know they give fur, which we'll need for different armor sets. So we're gonna be good. Nienna, good morning. How are you doing? Easy. You almost hit me with that. Who? Oh, I had a tiger after me. Makes more sense. Cold. Cold and rainy, but good. Well, just don't stand in the rain. It's like one thing. That must have been a charge. That's funny. I see those cubs over there. Since we're here, anyway, we might as well. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a white tiger. Because the regular tigers are kind of meh, but the white tigers are pretty good. Would you stop already? Guys? I still got two chasing after me. I got the elephant's fine. Alright, cool. We're good. It seems like your regeneration doesn't work as well if you're in combat. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I kind of noticed that before, but I didn't, I never, like, really looked into it. I never really tested it or anything. I guess it would kind of make sense because they made the first perk of Vitality your passive regeneration, so I guess it would kind of make sense if your regeneration didn't work as well in combat, but they gave it to everybody. If you're out of combat, you could heal easier. How are we doing on points anyway? So our next one, we're gonna get the backstab. All right. So we'll do more damage, and the thralls being able to taunt. That's gonna be a nice perk to have if we can just keep them flanked. Plus, with our strength, our combo finisher doing 20% more damage. I wonder how that stacks together. I wonder if it's a flat stack, like 15 from the backstab, 20 from the finisher, so it'd be a 35%, or if one is applied first and then the other one. That'd be hard to test, also. And it involves a lot of math, so I doubt you'd be able to just do that on the fly either. I haven't really looked at any of the wikis for this game, at least not for a long time. I wonder if people have done like heavy testing like that, figuring stuff out. I know they do for Dark Souls. I remember in the I got the collector's edition of Bloodborne, And in the collector's edition of Bloodborne, they show you, like a breakdown of character animation frames of, like, when you can parry and, like, when your iframes are and stuff like that. It's very detailed. Tiger cubs. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have savory flesh. We have that abysmal flesh. I'm gonna throw in a couple exquisites. And then I'm gonna throw in a couple of these exotics. And I'll let the cubs pick what they want to eat, because they're gonna choose what their favorite food is. So between the exquisite, the exotic, and the abysmal, and I guess savory and human. Let's see what they pick. They choose the abysmal flesh. So hopefully we get oh, that is a greater croc. Oh shit, I didn't realize. I thought it was a regular. We got lucky. So we're definitely gonna have to take our croc with us. Let's take him out right now. I want to see what his stats are. That's a greater croc, huh? He seems so small. He seems like a regular one. His snout looks different, though. Greater crocodile. He starts with 1,000 health. So, I mean, really not bad at all. Armor 146 compared to Simba. Armor is basically the same and has less health, and he's level 7. Now, greater crocs are like one of the first critters that you can get. So his base stats aren't going to be very high, but for a crocodile, he's going to be very good. He's got 10 spaces, just like Simba does. We'll have to get him leveled up before we go anywhere with him, just because I want him to survive. He's not going to be very fast. Like, he'll teleport to us, but he might get stuck in combat a little bit. His growth rates, so he's got an 82% vitality growth rate, 64% strength. Now, we were talking about this earlier. Let's see, I want to see if I throw exotic flesh into him, rather if I throw in savory flesh. So he just ate one. What are his stat growths now? Strength and agility, 7% each. So we don't want him to have that. Probably the savory flesh is going to be best. I want to test exquisite meat also. But we're gonna have to wait for that to happen. What have you been eating on? Strength and vitality, so that must be the exquisite. 7% in each of strength and vitality. Which is really not a bad spread, to be honest. It just depends on what you want to specialize them in. Normally, I don't care about their damage so much as their health, because they're just there for tanking. For a different creature, it might be a different story. So, like, for bears, we'll just put them in for savory flesh, because that'll give all 14% of their boosted into their vitality, unless it's already at 100%, in which case it'll be wasted. So I guess it'll depend on what their growth rate is and what their base stats are. Anyway, why is my axe off my bar? What do we take next? What's of next most importance? This stuff should be done now. Yes, it is. We're gonna grab Robert. this stuff too. Luckily, brimstone is light for what it is. All this stuff is actually. Well, let's see. How heavy is this? 100. We'll grab this stuff. We'll just empty this out. Fine. I guess we're bringing our carpenter next. What do we need to do for the improved carpentry bench? 50 shaped wood, 100 bricks, 25 iron for reinforcements. Well, that's what I was looking at before. I must have looked at the looked at that instead of the improved tannery. Improved tannery is not that bad to make. We have the bricks. Luckily, we have 100 shaped wood, so we have exactly what we need. And then 75 bark, which isn't too bad, and then the 50 twine, which we have. So we can just get that when we get there, actually. It's gonna just stay doing its thing. We will take this twine with us. Robert. Take that stuff. 130, that's 100. 104. How much dried wood can I take with me? Another stack of 1,000 there. The rest of this stuff is relatively light. We can hold on to it. What's the next heaviest thing that we can take with us? We're gonna need iron reinforcements, so we need to take these for building. Let's take this stuff. Branches, that'll be one of the last things to go. I might be able to swing this, so weight-wise, I guess the twine is the next heaviest. You're a little too heavy. Is there anything that we can drop? I guess that's fine. We'll get our food topped off. Or rather, Robert's food topped off. Okay. That's pretty good. He's already following us. Yeah, we'll get these guys leveled up before we go. We'll try to get them their first perk, so they have higher survivability chances. Especially that Greater Croc. That Greater Croc could do well. So like he starts at 1,000. I think our Sully did as well at around like 1,000, 1,100, I think. But his growth rate seemed pretty decent. His vitality being 80%. So when he levels up, he could get lucky and get some really nice stats. We'll see how those tigers do. Hopefully we get a white tiger. We get a white tiger. I'm gonna be very happy about that. We gotta make Robert a set of better armor too, making some of that Vanir heavy. I think we're level 59, so we're pretty close to doing our epic gear. Although, well, we're close to learning it, but making it is a whole nother matter. Depending on what we have to get. Are you okay? Robert? You feeling all right, buddy? You're kind of walking around like a spooky ghost. I'm sure this is fine. Looks like he's gonna go Super Saiyan any minute now. It looks so weird. I got distracted. Where am I going? Up here, I think. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's gonna teleport. Nope, oh, didn't fix. One of these pass-throughs will have to grab some, the cockroaches that live in those, cactus. Because they're like cochineals, I think. We need those to make red dye. And the red dye isn't just for fashion. We need that for our body paint, which I guess things may have changed, but beforehand, the war paint, the special ones would give you stat bonuses, and the one that gives you a strength bonus requires red dye to make. So we're gonna need some of those. The war paints also wear off over time. I saw there was a mod that makes it so the war paints stay forever, and we might get that. They're not, like, that hard to make. It's mostly just annoying when it runs out. I would be okay if it went away on death, then you had to remake it. But I think it's just it's on a timer. Or if you die, I guess. Oh, I heard you. Yeah. Just want to make sure that the thralls aren't too injured, especially since they don't have food. He has no food, so he didn't take any damage. I won't argue with that. I don't think they have passive regeneration. I think that's one of the perks in the authority tree. We're gonna have to watch Geralt this time, not get too close to him. We might have to cut this corner in the water, depending on where he's standing. Oh, shit. You're kinda close there, Geralt. You wanna back up a bit? You're making my job kind of hard. Okay, looks like he didn't notice us. far are these guys gonna chase us? What are you? Fighter 1, Smelter 2, Carpenter 2. The Carpenter 2 would be nice. That's just gonna be faster. Ironhead arrows, Vanier fur cap, medium armor, stamina 5. Take a steel. Oh, we are overweight. Hey, tan dye. Elixir of vigor. Plus 60 health. Nice. Take that. Right now. 2 hours. Nice. It's a nice buff. We took quite a bit of damage from them, too. We'll have to watch that. Especially for the higher tier guys, because those were just like tier 2 builders and like a tier 1 fighter. So when we have to do tier 3 fighters or named fighters, they're gonna hurt us. All right, let's see what we can fit. So we're gonna do our improved Carpenter's bench. Which I don't know if we're going to be able to fit in here. We need bricks. Okay, let's just take all the stuff from you. And we'll grab our bricks out. Oh, we put our bricks in our smelter. Yeah. Can we fit another thing in here? That would be really convenient if we could. It's looking like no, though. Not this, anyway. We could probably get 2 side by side if we move to this one. Our other thing was going to be the tannery. Which we need the bark for. Blacking with other terrain. Looks like we won't be able to put it up here either. This stuff, that can go. These iron reinforcements can go in here. Carpenter. We're going to keep some of this stuff on us because we are going to make this right quick. Robert, where are you? Oh, you're right here. Good. I was going to set you outside anyway. You can have your stuff back. I'm going to stand guard outside with Brutus. Alright, let's go find, I think the stumps give a good amount of resin, but we'll see. So, bark and resin from those, a good amount. These stumps over here, if they respawned. Yeah, here we go. And no more than usual, I guess. I guess with the changes to the tools getting just different amounts of stuff, they don't have to have all the different kinds of trees and things give different resources necessarily. There's probably still a little bit of that to differentiate them. Jesus. But Don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out later as we're doing things. Alright. We'll try to get this stuff, keep this stuff inside. We might have to move some people around. We can just slap that right on top of our fireplace, huh? We'll do it, sure. Okay, that's one. And now the Carpenter's bench. Or not the blacksmith. I mean, we could do a blacksmith, I guess. This is the improved one, right? Okay, yeah, they look very similar, so I just want to make sure I didn't pick the wrong one. We can move our bedroll to... Let's do that, and then we can put that there. It'll let us place it. Maybe we won't put that there. Perfect. We're running out of space so fast. This is fine. Put that in there, and we have some dried wood. Our dried wood in here. We'll also put our shaped stuff and our insulated stuff in there, because then we'll know where to look for it. And we have a carpenter in here somewhere. There he is. Improved tannery will be nice. We still need a tanner. We don't have one yet. Shaped wood. Carpenter. Replaced our bedroll. I guess here is fine. Well, we might put something there, actually. So we'll put it, right by the window. You want to call it a window. It's more like a balcony, isn't it? How are you doing? Oh yeah, you're good. A little worried, you know. Improved furnace with a named smelter thrall. He's gonna get through stuff pretty fast. And he is, I mean... He's already gotten through half of that iron that we put in here. Jeez. We'll just stick that in there for now. Iron reinforcements, sure, that can go in there too. I don't mind. Slap our torch here. Okay, I think that's good. Everybody's still got food. Shouldn't be eating through that at all. Just standing here. Okay, I put everything away. I don't have anything hidden on my bars. Okay, good. It's always the worst when you get halfway home and you realize that you still have, like, a full stack of something that weighs, like, 250 pounds on your inventory. Full stack of iron or something. You're just lugging around. Our travel weight's 26%, which is high. I mean, we're wearing medium armor. I think we have a weight reduction kit on these. Yeah. So it's mostly just like the tools and the food and stuff. Potions. Although those wraps only weigh a pound, so I don't know how much the potions weigh. We could put them away, but I feel like as soon as we do, we're gonna get stuck and gonna need them. Although the potions are hard to use in battle anyway. Way easier than the wraps, because the wraps keep you stationary, but to use the potions effectively, you really need a thrall to do it. Okay, good. A little worried running out of stamina. I don't remember what the wolves do. If they might cripple you when they bite you, which is bad if you got a couple of them on you, because they're just gonna keep you crippled, and it's not a good time. Yeah, it's running away. Good. It's weird out here. Is it getting dark or is it a sandstorm? Must be getting dark. Alright. Well, things are going pretty quick. We have a lot of our big stuff moved already, which is nice. I'm gonna try to go this way instead. I see you up there. I've never killed that lion. Didn't run through that bush. I wonder if he drops anything. Yeah, we'll head down here. That's fine. We're gonna attract a couple of tigers, I think, but they're no problem. Probably. I'm trying to think about where those other scourge stones are, because I think we need 3 of them. I haven't looked, but I think so. I think we need 3 pieces, 3 different ones. I can't remember where they are, though. Just that first one with the giant crocodile. But we're gonna need to go get those at some point. Okay. It's always a little worrisome jumping down a cliff in the dark. But we're good. We stuck the landing. I wonder if I stay on this side if I'll attract those rock noses. Because that would make my run back home easier. What the hell is that? Did you hear that bird? Okay, so now if Do I attract the pirates, or do I attract the rock noses? Both, I guess, is the answer. And here they come. The rock noses are probably the better bet, because rock noses don't have bows. Looks like we're good though. Who else do we have? Did we bring all of our human thralls up already? I think maybe we did. Yeah. Yeah, we sure did. Huh. All right. Well, just the critters then. And these guys, we're going to, I'll leave him with it. Well, what's your stat growth rate? Vitality, strength, 70-70. So I guess for you, I'll leave the exquisite on. I think we're gonna need to get him just leveled up just a little bit, just so I'm a little more comfortable with taking him up in case he gets stuck. Our thralls haven't taken any damage, I don't think. I still don't want to chance it though. Ooh, you have new dialogue for us, don't you?
Oh, look at this place. I haven't seen such a mess since
Nope.
the fall of Fallujah.
Sure
And
don't.
The archivist.
We already went and talked to the archivist.
Sorry-looking shade that he is. He could probably tell us something about the current situation. Besides.
All right. So Simba's and us are gonna go killing, but I need to take a quick break. So I'm gonna get him in here, and I will be right back. All right. What should we go do to get leveled up? I guess we can just go take care of these camps. I wonder if the named thralls give more experience, because we can go kill Sully over here.
Yep.
We can go down there and take care of those guys. We could, well, we left our daggers, actually. We left our daggers up north, so shouldn't go try to kill the boss.
You picked the wrong camp, Nate.
Did I? I don't think I did. Blackhand Shanty. Brimstone. Alright, come on. We'll go down, kill those sorcerers. Because those sorcerers may have some spell pages for us. Oh, he got a little damaged. Level 8, though. Level 1 sorcerer? Yeah. He didn't have the hood or anything, so. She had an ancient bow, I think. It looked like. Nothing over here. There's another person there I saw. We'll take the breathing potion. This could come in handy at some point. Alright. We didn't really get a lot of XP for that at all, did we? We could go kill the undead in this cave. Let's see how that does for experience. Because killing these camps are not, just not doing it. Got more brimstone in here too. I forgot there's brimstone on this side as well. Where's my tiger? Are you stuck? You are stuck. All right. All right. These guys are not so bad. But oh, I got a lot of them. I accidentally pulled a lot of them. Oh, they knocked him loose. Sort of. Why is our kitty cat broken? Good XP though. Girls are not allowed here. Okay, we're gonna have to back out and then come back in, I guess. But yeah, those undead do give it good XP. Okay, that sounded like he got unstuck. Here we go. Okay, let's not get stuck this time. Something goes to be stuck on the walls. Oh yeah, I saw a health bar. It's a spider stuck in that rock. Alright, yep, you're good this time. That big dude right there is the only one that really worries me. We gained a little. That's 60 for us. Hell yeah. I forgot that these guys can drop items. Steel. We should be looking in their inventories because we're gonna need skulls for those component pouches if we use them. While we're leveled up, that should be 9. The spiders and the undead don't get along, huh? Crystals, steel, we'll take that for sure. Razor arrows, ooh. Now we'll take the crystals, sure. Anything else? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, that was 9 for you. He's partially up there, though. Alright, do you fit through this space? Good enough. Alright, let's try Biggins. Or not. Screw that. No way. There's so many undead there. Oh, hi. Yeah, he's the 3-sculler. I would entertain the fact, or entertain the idea if we were one-on-one. Okay, there he's going. Yeah, he got a little injured. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Let's not. I'm not so much worried about me as I am about my tiger. He's still coming. He seems kind of slow, doesn't he? Really? Okay, he's not giving up. No, he is not. I'm surprised that he came out of his cave, actually. I mean, I think I've fought that skeleton once, maybe. I don't even remember if he gives you anything. Okay, it looks like he got teleported back. Yeah, okay. Want your ass see if it's on the other side of the map? You're not kidding. He would for sure level up our Simba, but, yeah, no. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose if we're trying to level him up to not get killed, and we do that by killing a 3-skull enemy. That isn't the giant crocodile. Oh, our tigers popped up. Only regular ones, though. Sad. Alright. Leveling up thralls at the moment, yeah. I'm doing moving day right now, so I just wanted our guys a little higher level for the trip up, but looks like we're not gonna get our perk, at least not right now. You know, I grabbed this hyena first stuff for the concussive damage. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it. Let's clear these benches, so we don't have to worry about them. Get everything kind of centralized. That one's gonna be a little harder. I'm kind of done with the base now. It took me ages as I built it with storm glass. Yep, that's what I'm planning to do as well. I'm going to do the majority of my base with insulated wood, and then I'm going to improve the outside with storm glass, I think. And then eventually maybe upgrade to the rest of the base to storm glass, but that is a later problem that I'm not going to worry about right now. How heavy is this stuff? It's up there. Weighing me down. Just a bunch of little stuff. There's got to be something heavy in my inventory. Oh, I could have took those up with me. Oh well, too late now. That's only 10, 20. Yeah, I guess it's just a bunch of little stuff. What sort of XP gather rates, etc. are you on? I am on normal XP rate, and I think 1.5 times gathering. The only other thing that I really have going in my favor is I think I bumped my damage up to 1.1, and my damage taken to 0.9, just because I'm playing a solo game, so I want things just a little bit better in my favor. But otherwise, it's fairly vanilla settings. Fairly. I'm not going to be able to take all this stuff. I can start that process, though. I only recently got back in the game. Me too. I haven't played this in probably about 2 years. Saw that it was on sale for the Sorcery update and was like, well, I can't not do that because I played on console before. I didn't have a PC at the time worth anything. I had a laptop, but it was good when I bought it, but it's starting to show its age and it's got a fan going out, so I didn't want to stress it out too much. But no, it's been good. A lot of the updates are really interesting. And I don't know, like, how new some of the updates are. Because I haven't played in a couple of years, so it's just, it's all new to me. Again. Are you playing, Exiled Lands or Sipta? I haven't really spent too much time in Sipta. Haven't gotten to Sorcery yet. I have a little bit. The Sorcery seems really interesting. But you have to be corrupted to do Sorcery to any degree. Exiles, yeah. So the corrupted part of it kind of sucks. DLC map was really good for Exiles. I really like the look of Sipta. I like the kind of greenery. That's where we're going right now. I usually make my main base in, we're good to head up right now, actually. Oh, another thing that I have too, is I have a couple of mods on, and one of the mods raises my level cap to 120. And that is mostly because I just want to have all of the crafting things. But having all the perk points too will be nice. Yeah, I've got the level cap increase, yeah. So, because otherwise this is where our stats would max out. Had we had the level cap be normal, then I wouldn't have this stat arrangement, at least if I weren't going out and adventuring. I would have a completely different stat arrangement. But since we are gonna have all the perk points anyway, those are why the order are what they are. I also have stack size increased. I didn't do that. I saw it and I was like, we probably don't need to do that. Right now I'm kind of regretting it because I have to move, but otherwise it hasn't been much of an issue. I have noticed that they've increased, from last time when I played, it seems like they've increased the carry limit of your character. Like, a stack of 1,000 iron ore for me. Oh, camera just shut off. My camera's on a 30-minute timer, so every 30 minutes it likes to go to sleep. And there's nothing I can do about it. But a stack of 1,000 ironstone only weighs like 40% of what my carry weight is. Evo Dave, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Turn it on for the move? Yeah, I maybe should have. It would have been a better idea. I do have a lot of critters I have to move back and forth though, so it's not all bad. Those 2 new tigers that we just got. Also, I might leave them. Honestly, I guess it depends on how many chirps we need to take. But I was hoping that they would be white tigers because I have the abysmal flesh, and I think that gives them a decent chance to become the improved versions. But no such luck. We got an improved gator, but it's also just a gator, so it's not like the best. What I need are some bears. I wish it were daytime so I could see literally anything. So if you got a storm glass base, you're pretty far along then. Do you build in the volcano? I usually don't like to build in the volcano. It's a little too much of a pain for me. I find it harder to get the alpha kinds. Do they still exist? Well, I have a greater Croc, so I think so. I haven't confirmed with the tigers yet, although I've only made 3 of them. But I think the greater ones still exist. No, a bit away from the volcano. I know what you feed them changes it. Yeah, I think the abysmal flesh gives a decent chance. If I were going really hardcore, the spiced stuff is what you want. Otherwise, exotic flesh gives a decent chance for them to become the greater version, like a 15% chance or something like that, from what I remember. Those numbers could all be changed, though. I mean, that was from a long time ago. But the greater versions do exist still, at least for the Croc. Although I will say my improved Croc, my greater crocodile, is not very big. He's like regular crocodile sized. He just has the model of the greater Crocs. I think I've just been unlucky. Yeah, maybe. Croc used to be really big when you got a top one. He seems okay. I mean, his starting health was what, like 1,000? Where our starting health for our tiger was only like 500. So it's definitely good, and I think its vitality growth rate is like 80%. So we throw some savory flesh in him, that'll go up to 94%. 94% chance that his vitality will increase every level, which is probably what we want. I don't really use thralls for damage, they're mostly meat shields. But the sorcery's good. Well, the sorcery's interesting. I don't know if it's good. I haven't really used too much of it. Because like I said before, you need to be corrupted. And I recently got some spells for my book, because you can, if you haven't found the sorcery yet, you basically get a book and a staff, and you can upgrade your book to learn new spells. And the last 2 that I learned, I'm not corrupted enough to be able to cast them. So you need to, for those spells, you need to have 20% corruption to be able to even cast them. But the spells are good. One of them summons an abyssal mount, it's called. And there's a horse version and a rhino version. And then the very last spell we got is Wall of Fire, which sounds badass. but we haven't used it yet to see how good it actually is. Because we can't, because we don't have the corruption levels. I do have a dancer with me, or rather, I have a dancer thrall that's in one of my chests right now. So I think once we get moved, and I have the start of my base kind of set up. Where's Geralt? There he is. Stay over there. But once I get the start of my base set up, I'm going to go get a bunch of corruption and see what those spells do. Because I'm interested. I don't think we're gonna stick with it because in order to be like a really good caster, you need to be at like full corruption. And I don't know if I want my health and my stamina that low, as I usually play a melee character in these types of games. But I do want to see what they do. What do we got? We got a Tanner 2. Give me your priest. You guys all suck. Get out of my life. Especially you. I don't need you around here. Is that all of them? That's it. Falcata. It's a okay-ish weapon. Old coins. Take those. You know what? We'll just for almost. Really? Come on. You know, I don't need these iron truncheons. Yeah, I want to test it out a little bit. Yeah. So I tested out some of the like starter spells, the ice bridge, and there's like a little ghost light that you can summon that follows you around. And those are really convenient. I could see those being very good, especially in a dungeon. If the ice bridge works in the dungeon, I assume it does. I don't know why it wouldn't. Because then you could get around a lot easier. We'll keep Simba outside. There you go, perfect. You look down that hill. Alright, what do we got? We'll just throw everything in here. We'll just fill up these boxes. I don't need to organize right now, we'll do that later. Although I will take that iron up here. Steel, rather. Yep. But yeah, this is my preferred place to live. And what I have planned is, that was everything, right? Yeah. I like to live right here in this little valley, mostly because I like the green. I like looking out and seeing green and trees. I don't like snow that much. I don't like sand that much. Visiting is fine, but living in, not so much. And the volcano is just too much of a hassle. Especially to get started in. But we're gonna build a big old tower right over here. I want to build a tower with the map room in the basement. And then I'm gonna have a big triangular base. So on each of the corners of the triangle, there's gonna be like a building. So there's gonna be a tower. I think I'm gonna do a second tower, and then the third one is gonna be like maybe our house? I haven't quite decided yet. And then the middle of it's gonna be a courtyard area. We're gonna have our wheel in there. We'll try to get some interesting shapes out. And then hopefully we can get that all built up before the purge hits us, although the purge has been very slow. I increased the timer for it because I remember the purge happening fairly quick before. But they must have changed that, and then I made it even longer. Oh yeah, and then somebody said something. I don't think the purge is on a timer. It's on a, like you have to do things on the server, and then that moves the bar up. So like the more things you do, the faster the bar will go up. So if you're not doing much, then you don't have to worry about the purge so much. I'm not sure if it used to be like that. I thought it used to be on a timer, but I could be wrong. We're gonna have to repair our weapons soon too. We don't have a blacksmith bench to do it anymore. Killing thralls put up my purge meter up a lot. Really? Okay. Yeah, mine hasn't been up too much, which is fine by me. We haven't been purged yet, and I would like to get my base up functional at least before that happens, because I was a little worried that purge would happen at our starter base because it's only tier 1 stuff, and the purge will tear through tier 1 buildings like it's not even there. Tier 2 does alright. I think my purge settings are only at purge level 3, I think? It's 3 or 4. I can't remember which one I put it at. I didn't want to go too hardcore, because I didn't know how much time I would have for it. If I would have known it would have taken this long, I maybe would have kept it at like 5 or 6. But that's okay. Anything to grab on the way? Baby rhinos or anything? Biggest elephants are really strong. Yes, yes they are. They're just hard to bring places. They don't fit anywhere. Like if you go into a cave, it's a little tough to have them come along with you. And I don't know if the elephants will fit in my... I guess we'll see. I mean, it was right there. I don't know if it'll fit in my animal pen that I have built by my little starter base. Can you not get out of here, please? Thank you. Okay. It seems like those tiger cubs, spawn in that same spot and then don't move. Maybe because I'm just going too fast. Yeah. And they don't have time to like kind of spread out. I remember before trying to find them was difficult. Like they would spawn around that little carcass there, but like trying to find one actually, because they were just running around in the grass and there's tigers and elephants everywhere trying to kill you. I always see them when I don't want them. That's exactly, yeah. That was like, for me, that's the saber-tooths. Whenever I'm trying to find a saber-tooth cub, I can never do it. But on the way back from the volcano with like a full load, I'll find like 3 or 4 of them. It's just like, really? I know a good spot for bears. I can get bears pretty fast. And then some things I've never gotten, like rock noses. Because the rock noses you have to buy. And I've never bothered to. So I don't know how good they are. Maybe it's worth it, but I really don't know. And then Sipta had camels, right? I never got one of those either. Bought spiders earlier. Oh yeah, you can get spiders, can't you? Are the spiders decent? Do they have like a poison attack or anything? For animal companions, I like the tigers because they have that knockdown jump, and their attacks do bleed. The bears are nice because they just have a ton of health. So that's about as far as I've like looked into animal type companions. Haven't tried them yet. Hatched them earlier and then you tame them. So do they hatch as like babies and then you put the babies in the animal pen? Yeah, correct. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never bothered with spiders either. If they have a decent amount of health, I could see them being alright. 24 hours to hatch unless you put them in a compost box. Oh yeah, I suppose, huh? That'll speed up their timer. That's another thing. Since I'm on a solo game, I have the crafting speed for thralls at least way up. I think I have the crafting speed increased for items as well, but not by much, if I do at all. Oh, I don't know what they ate. I didn't see if I had any abysmal flesh. They must have ate that, though. Although, oh, you know what? These things were probably eating the abysmal flesh for the dung instead of the other stuff. That's why. Because I had like 40 of it and it's gone already. Elephant needs plant fibers. I have 1,000 plant fiber on me. That's one thing that's weighing me down. I didn't notice. Great. There we go. I've got a dedicated server, but if I was on single player, I'd do the same. Yeah. Are you playing with friends then? Or just because? I find this game, I don't really like playing on public servers, like servers that big. I don't care for. I'm not super into PvP anyway. But playing this game with like 2 or 3 friends is a really good time. I really enjoyed that. There we go. A few friends joined, but they've hardly played it. Yeah, I understand. It's Conan's definitely not a game for everybody, especially in the beginning. The beginning can be really rough if you don't know like what to do or where to go. It's pretty unforgiving that way. I like the grind. Oh yeah, me too. I love the grind. Ever since, like, similar to Ark, yes. Also, I've played quite a bit of Ark. Between Ark and Conan, I probably have, I don't know, 1,000 hours into both games. Like, together. I wouldn't say it separately. But they're definitely my kind of games. I just like to grind up, craft things, base build. I love base building. That's kind of what we're doing. We're gonna do the story stuff in Conan here, but that's not the main point of why I'm playing this. So yeah, this is my improved Croc, my greater crocodile, and he doesn't look that big, does he? Like, I remember the greater Crocs being larger, but maybe that's just in my memory, and thinking of the world boss Croc, because the world boss Croc is the same model, just huge. Yeah, same also in age, it's not base building, that's why I don't really like PvP. Yep, I feel the exact same way. The Purge is fine because, you know, you can kind of plan for it, and also, I mean, you can get some really good thralls out of it. But having to worry about PvP, I remember when I was playing on, we were playing Ark on a larger server, and it was some people from work playing, and then my friends. So altogether, there was maybe, you know, a dozen, maybe 2 dozen people. And we decided that we were going to do some PvP stuff. And we had some rules. So like our main base, we would leave alone. Main base would be off limits. and you would denote that by having a flag planted outside. And then everywhere else was fair game. And so we're like, okay, cool. And then that, like, fell apart so fast. Because there was a miscommunication somewhere. Somebody attacked the wrong base, or, like, they didn't have their... It was their main base, but they hadn't had the stuff to make a flag for it yet, and then they got all their stuff taken out, and then it was a whole thing. And so that ended pretty fast after that. Okay, Blacksmith Bench, good. We're gonna leave all this stuff because we're gonna make the improved stuff. I remember in the days playing Rust, spend the whole day playing and then get rated offline. Yeah, that sucks. Doesn't sound like a good time to me. We will take this. Remove. We'll build that. Staff. Let's go. We'll take you with. We don't really need the staff, but we'll take him with. Anyway. Fill up as much as we can. That was too much. But yeah, I've been enjoying getting back into it, for sure. I find Conan to be more fun than Ark. I prefer it over Ark. Ark is fun, but I don't care for the combat, where it's just like Dino v Dino. If you're on foot, you're screwed unless you have like tech gear. Even if you have like high level, like riot gear or metal stuff, if you run into like a Rex, you're dead. There's like nothing you can do about it. Whereas this game, there's more of a combat system. It's a little bit more of an action RPG, and I'm into that. And even, like, I've done base builds and stuff. I really like building castles. I'm really into medieval castles. Or castles in general, I guess. I like Eastern-style castles as well. I talked a little bit about that yesterday. I took a trip to Germany and seen some really old castles there. And then I lived in Japan for a bit, specifically Okinawa, and visited some castles there. Castle ruins. I got to see Shuri Castle before it burned down. Really into that stuff. So in my D&D games that I usually run, my players will get a castle of some kind, and then I will build that castle in-game so I can show them around of like, this is what your castle looks like. Also appropriate for sizing, because when I first started doing that, I had really no idea how big things actually were. And when you build it out in a game like this, or in Minecraft, or whatever, you're like, oh, okay, that wall being, 60 feet long is actually, like, ginormous. It's so big. Why am I running like I'm holding... There we go. It looked like I was holding rope or something in my hand. You guys went away, right? Yeah, okay, good. And then our Croc is slow, but hopefully it should teleport to us. I'm not worried about it against rock nose, since it can probably hold its own. Hey. What I should have done is built an elevator right here. Yeah. I still need to for the journey step. I haven't really been focusing on that too much. Yeah, there he is. Did you even take any damage? Looks like... Nope, sure didn't. Keep that out, I guess. How much XP was that? That was almost 2 levels. I'm not going to gather any of that stuff because I have no room. But I will kill it for the XP. There's another one over here too. I'll do the same. Since our Greater Croc is level nothing. We got to think of a name for our Greater Croc too. I have a policy that thralls don't get a name until they get a perk. They have to earn their name. But animals we give names to right away because they're more important. Sad that they removed the ichor when you get fish. I don't remember ever getting ichor from fish. I didn't really have an issue getting ichor actually. Like I noticed that they changed how you gather resources now. It's a lot like Ark. They changed it to be more like Ark, where your tool really determines what kind of resource you'll get. And they had a little bit of that before, but now it's like you only get that kind of resource. So using a pickaxe on spiders and stuff it just gives you chitin and ichor. And it's really, really effective. So I haven't had much of an issue getting ichor. My issue is gold. I don't remember where to get it. I remember getting silver. We took a trip over to Supermeru and went into the silver cave that's over there. But I do not remember where to get gold from. The fish used to produce ichor, huh? Yeah, I don't remember that. It's been a while. Gold from, obsidian nodes. Yeah, that's what it is. You're right. Right. So that's going to be all the way in the volcano. I mean, if we're getting black ice, the volcano isn't that far away either. My Croc's taking a lot of damage. I had to Google it when I started playing again too. Yeah. I haven't really looked too much stuff up. I've been working off of memory. Not that I don't mind backseating at all. The other thing I was trying to remember, and maybe you know, is where to get the Scourge Stones. Because I cannot remember. I got the one in the tomb, the kind of starter area with the brimstone. But I don't remember where to get the other ones. And I think you need 3 altogether. But I guess I'm not sure about that either. I don't think I've got any of them, to be honest. I just have the one. And I think you need 3 to make the plate, or whatever it is. And I think they have to be different ones. Okay, you took a little bit of damage, but you're okay. Only a level 2 and up to 1400 health already, though. I like that. 82% growth chance for vitality. Yeah, maybe this Greater Croc will turn out really well. I mean, his health pool is going to be rather large if it keeps up at this rate. We gotta find a good cook so that we can try to get some spice foods. I have some spice, but not very much. And that would be a trip out to the jungle to get more of that stuff. I thought they used to be bigger than that. I might be wrong. I thought they used to be bigger than that. What used to be bigger than what? Freaking wolves. The Crocs. Yeah, I thought the better ones. Yeah, I know. He's small, isn't he? No shit. Okay, as long as fucking Geralt doesn't come after us, we're okay. But this is getting to be a mess. Running through this area in the dark is just not the best idea. We don't have epic gear or anything, so things could go south for us very fast. Croc? Get over here. What are you doing? I won't judge you for running in the dark yet. Gotta go fast, man. I got things to do. Okay, there he is. Oh, he's so bloody. Oh, no. Okay, he did well, though. We'll take him out and get leveled up later. But he did good. He made it. Okay, you're gonna stand guard. There goes my torch. Alright, you just sit right up here. Beautiful. Got a little bit of protection outside of our little hut. Our temp hut. Not enough space. Ooh, we are gonna run out of space, aren't we? What is this? Blacksmith? Okay. Actually, this can stay in there. That's fine. We do need to make our drying rack, though. Ooh, I will make one of those right now. Keep that going. We need 10 twine, 20 shaped wood. Probably threw that in a chest somewhere. Is it right there? There's our twine. Yep, here it is. If I press the right button. Let's say right here. I have more wood somewhere? No? Is that it? Just trying to keep these stations going. Because I need so many resources for the base. That's gonna be a ton. The upgrade to Stormglass, what does that stuff take? Steel reinforcement, hardened brick, regular shaped wood. Okay. We have a lot of stuff for that, so we'll be all right. I want to at least get our first place set up with the insulated wood, because that's what we've been building. Steel reinforcement is probably the worst, yeah. I agree. We do have quite a bit of steel. I've been stockpiling. I've been waiting for this moment. So we got, let's see, 1,600 steel, which is a start, at least. With the improved workbench, the improved blacksmith workbench, and a decent blacksmith, I think it's only, you can get it down to 1 to 1. So I've been holding off because I haven't built the improved blacksmith table yet. I was gonna save it for my new base. Okay, all of our stuff is good. Yep, we're good. I'll put our torch back on the bar. Eat something quick before we leave. So yeah, I didn't want to do too much with the resources that we were getting because I knew that it was going to be inefficient. So I just tried to do sort of like bare minimum stuff. Like I built a regular wheel in that animal pen. It's a tier 2 animal pen. But I didn't want to build the really nice stuff and then move it later because if you wait until you get the improved benches, they cost less and get them done faster. I have a tier 2 blacksmith. I don't know if that'll be enough to drop the steel reinforcement cost down. We could look around for a tier 3 blacksmith. New Asgard isn't that far away, so we could go snag one. Although, since we don't have epic gear yet, that could be a problem going through that New Asgard, because they do not mess around up there. I still haven't found a tier 3 blacksmith. They're hard to find. I've had decent luck in New Asgard. I can usually find one in a couple of passes through that place. I got really lucky and I got a named smelter like very early in this playthrough, and so that's been saving us a ton of time. Basically, as soon as I built the improved smelter, I found a named smelter to put into it, so that was great. Oh, I forgot to check him. I have him set up in the ceiling. I should have checked to see if he needed more stuff. Smelter and blacksmith are pretty much the two I'm missing. Yeah, never bother with tier 1 and tier 2. Me neither. With the exception of right away. I usually don't like to get like even named thralls until I have a greater wheel, because they just take so long. So the tier 1 and 2s are fine. Like I'll usually skip tier 1s. For tier 2s, I'll grab later on, and then replace them as fast as possible. Because having a person in the station is better than waiting until you find a tier 3. Because you can always just replace them out. You know, I usually have I keep a chest full of my throwaway thralls, so it's just a box of thralls. Doubly so, because when you move bases, you can leave those lower tier guys behind. Like, you don't have to bring them with you. Hosav's custom UI mod is really cool. What does it do? I don't mind the vanilla UI, but what new things does it have? Makes top left stuff look a lot nicer. Okay. Hosavs. Am I being chased? Okay. I don't know what happened. Hosav's custom UI. I'll look at it after stream. Thanks for the suggestion. Can't promise that I'll use it, but I'll definitely take a look. I only have 4 mods on the game right now. and they're those ones. So the barbers, which is just hairstyles and beard. Improved quality of life, which is mostly for the minimap. Extended leveling mod, and then fashionist for the transmog. Although we found out with the new sorcery table, you can transmog your gear in game. So that's not even needed anymore. What's up gets the minimap too. Oh, interesting. I like the minimap for improved quality of life. I forget a lot that it's there, though. That was one of my main complaints playing Conan the first time, is that there was no minimap. Because you can open your map at any time, and it has all this information on it. It's like, why not give a minimap? Just make your life easier. And now that I have it, I never use it. Yeah. Same. I gotta get my dancer set up. Clear that corruption off. He's in the box right now. I haven't placed him yet. I also have like 2 or 3 named thralls in the box that I haven't placed yet either, and they're gonna have to stay that way until I get a blacksmith bench, or rather an armorer's bench set up, because they're gonna be naked and I have no weapons or armor for them. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. House first, though. I want to get our house at least set up. At least the initial tower I want to get set up. And then after that, we can play around with getting all of our stations redone and reorganized. All of our storage and things. I haven't done any organization, really, and we're gonna have to really get into doing that because I like to be nice and organized. Let's see. Oh, they're still cooking. Okay. You... Not the dung. You. Hopefully you survive the trip. You're gonna follow. Let's set his behaviors. Engagement, guard me. Follow distance low. Attack distance low. Chase distance lowest. He's got his irritate perk. He's otherwise fine. We'll give him some savory flesh. He only started with 300 health. I thought it was higher than that. Okay, so he has none health. Hopefully he survives the trip. We will see. Gonna grab all this stuff. Leave the truncheons, we don't need those. This is all garbage, mostly. We'll take the razor arrows, I guess. These are just old tools, old weapons. If we want arrows, we'll make better ones. I can make razor arrows. It's just iron stuff. Carrying capacity plus 15 for each one of these, so altogether that would be 30, 60, 75. Don't really need that. We're gonna leave these benches behind. We could make a new bed, or we could just take this one too. We will take our thralls, our tier 2 smelter, again, because we're gonna have like 2 smelters, so we'll have an off smelter, you know. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. This stuff we don't need. Studded iron is bad at this point. Any other... Schematic fragment, right, the schematic fragment. Hold on to that. I think that's good. We will take that with us. 15 and 3. We're gonna take this with us. Alchemist Bench. Is there an improved Alchemist Bench? I don't think there is there? Alchemist Bench. Oh, there is. Never mind. Okay, so we'll leave this behind. We'll take our fluid press. Improved armor's bench with our tier 2 armor. Torturer's work table, we'll just make a new one up there. That's fine. Tier 1 armor, I'll leave behind. I don't need him. Tanner's table, we'll just make a new one. Grinder we will remove, because it requires bricks. That's right. And then we'll grab as much as we can. We'll just make a new bed when we get up there. Those things aren't hard to make. I guess I can throw all my thralls in. I'm just a little worried of him dying, and then I lose all my thralls. But we're pretty much set. We won't need to come back. Which is, I mean, well, I want to come back because I want to check on that tiger and the elephant and see what they turn into. But otherwise, we'll be able to bring everything up with us on this trip. Just so long as our tiger doesn't die. Alright, otherwise we're good. That's it, we leave all this behind. We can dismantle this wheel, I guess, for its resources. Come on. Typical cat. Open the door for them to come out and they stay inside. Is Precision Alchemist Bench better than Improved Alchemist Bench? I believe the Precision and Improved benches are just different. The Precision one, if I remember correctly, makes things at lower cost, but isn't as fast. Whereas the Improved one makes things faster. I think the Improved bench is still less than the regular bench, but not as less resources as the Precision one. So you just have to decide, do you want things fast, or do you want things to cost less resources? And that's just personal preference. For me, I lean towards precision. Yeah, same. So in a large clan where you can have somebody kind of watching and keeping all of them full all the time, like, it makes sense to right, we have bones over here. It makes sense to have the faster ones, because that's going to be more desirable. But, for a single player, precision is probably going to be best overall. I need you to teleport to me, please. Tiger? He really doesn't want to come out of the house. It's too hot out here.
Yep. Oop.
What if I do that? I do not want to walk all the way back to my house. Okay. He'll teleport to me eventually. There he is. Okay, so the bones. Do I have anything heavier than any of this? 39, probably not. It's 26. Okay, we'll just drop some stuff. I don't need these insects. Those will be easy to get later. That really weighs nothing. We'll keep the blood. The demon blood specifically is gonna be useful later. Although that's gonna be not bad to get. Aloe seeds we'll actually need, probably. Because I don't think aloe grows up north. Okay, good enough. Okay, so you're good. We'll go kill these rock noses just for some XP. We could kill the skull guy, although you may not survive that fight. And then at some point we'll head back to the base, our starter base, and see if our tiger and our elephant turn into something extra nice. Okay, level 2, 404, not found. Kill these rock noses too. Rock noses must give okay XP then. Yeah, that's okay. Where? Okay. No. I do not care for spear guys. Very much. What weapon are you using, Evo Dave? I was trying to remember what weapon I used beforehand. I really like the greatsword. But the greatsword kind of falls off, in my opinion, later, because You really like to get stuck in animations, and then you get attacked during those. Although with the new grit perk, where your incoming damage is reduced if you're attacking or blocking, that's probably not as bad anymore. I know one-handed axe, no shield, is good. This one-handed mace seems to be doing pretty well for me. Something called the Watch Blade. I got it when I killed one of the boss-type creatures. It's a two-handed sword. The Watch Blade. I don't remember that one. I remember the Papyrus Blade. I used that one quite a bit. Also, you're right, I'm level 60. I forgot about that. So now I can open the boss chests. So, when we get back, we'll head back with one of our thralls, kill the boss Croc that's over here, and then since we're close in the area, I will check my, my guys. And hopefully we can get a decent legendary. We'll kill these kudus again. Try to get our tiger up to, what, level 3 is gonna be? Nope, not this time. Oh, he is level 3. Okay, 528. So he went from 404 to 528. So he's only gaining like 100 and some change health per level. That's not good. Your vitality is only 3. It's not doing so good. Once we get our epic armor, we'll probably have to go up and kill Tyros. Because I really like Tyros' armor set. Run out of black ice. I hate this trip, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have an issue finding black ice because I sort of remember where it is, but not really. So it's gonna be a little bit of a looking around until we find it. And the star metal's gonna be the worst. Because where I build, I can't see the meteors come down. So you just kind of gotta go look for it. It's gonna be a bit of a mess. How's our companion doing? Okay, he's got some damage. He's at least quicker than our, Croc. Star metal took me ages to find one. When I found one, I found 3 more, yeah. I think my first star metal I found, I didn't have explosives and didn't know that you needed explosives. So I was like trying to trying to mine it, and I was like, why isn't this working? Like, I'm pretty sure this is the thing. How are you doing? Okay, you're good. You're good. Maybe we should wait until we can see. This area worries me a little bit, going through in complete darkness. Impossible to work that without asking Google. Yeah, I know. I think that's what I ended up doing, just because it was like, okay, star metal, where do you find star metal? And you can find some on the volcano NPCs. And then looking around, exploring, because it all like shows up over here. And there's a dungeon right here, or somewhere. Here or here, one of those two. I don't remember which. Probably here, by the ice lake. And then you see the meteors, then you're like, oh, okay. So that's probably the star metal, makes sense. And then you go find the little ball of it, and then... I always thought they would expand the map to the top right. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a little fishy, doesn't it? I thought the same thing too, because there's so much space up here. Like they were gonna add a DLC portion to it. I do like the shortcut that they have. There's a cave right here, in here, somewhere in here. That shortcuts down to here. So whenever we go and decide to kill the Witch Queen, it's pretty close to our base. So it's actually pretty quick to get to the jungle from where we are. You just have to go through a spooky cave with like a big, one of the big bugs in it. I don't think I've been through that tunnel. Yeah, it's a nice walk. The bottom of it is covered in spiders and one of the queen reapers, but you can avoid them fairly easily. And it's a lot faster than going around from up here. Alright, let's just kill these guys before they cause us troubles. Blacksmith 1. Give me your priest. Fighter 2. Oh my god, my health. I saw he had a star metal sword and I was like, it's probably fine. It wasn't fine. Yeah, that hurt. Might. I'll take that, thank you very much. We'll have to check our Alchemist Bench and see if we can make those in any sort of relative ease. But otherwise, we are all moved. I will immediately, I was going to do some building, but I will immediately go down and kill that boss Croc, I think. Because getting a legendary weapon is going to make my life so much easier. As long as it's a usable one. Alright, he did good. We'll have to think of a name for him too. Stand guard. You can stand next to Simba. Over here. You guys can be friends. All this stuff can go into here. We'll put the blood in there. That's fine. Yep. Sure, that's fine. Put those in there. That's okay. Can we throw our thralls into this? Yes, we can. Nice. Oh, there goes the camera again. So close. That needs to come out anyway. And we'll take these out too. We don't want those to get lost in the mix. We're gonna need those. Anything else I accidentally put in here that I should have kept out? I don't think so. That'll stack on our other stuff. Same for this. Okay, otherwise we're good. All right. And then, are you still working on stuff? Nope, he finished it. Wow. He processed 3,000 ironstone. And then made it into steel bars. $3,000 ironstone. Shouldn't I have more steel than that then? Maybe not. Okay, well, at any rate, let's take you. Let's take you. We're gonna go grab some iron to put into our smelter, so it's cooking stuff for us. I should kill something to get him leveled up a bit. He's so slow. There is a skull deer up here, which we can take the hide from. So why don't we do that? Or the meat. Maybe we should do meat. I don't know how we're doing on food for everybody. No, we'll take the hide. We'll take the hide. It's fine. Come on. Okay, level 2? Okay, he can just A level. From in combat with. That bear? That hurt. No level from him. Bear pelt. Right. Yeah. We don't have a tanner or tanner staple set up, so we can't process that bear skin yet, but soon. We really need our tower set up so we can get all these tables remade. Level. What should our next perk be? Let's see. Berserker would be good. Agility, I don't know if I'm going to put any more into agility until the end. Jogging, sprinting, jumping, swimming, and climbing cost less stamina and are faster. Quick-footed is kind of nice, though. Precision strike, 10% additional armor penetration while carrying a medium or lighter load. That's actually pretty good. What's our top grit? Shield Master, you can block unblockable attacks. We don't use a shield. Steel Hued. You cannot take more than 25% of your maximum health in damage per hit. Alright. When over encumbered, you can still dodge and move at full speed. Structural integrity. Structures you build are 25% more stable. Huh. Getting expertise right away maxed out if we're gonna build a big base. Maybe we'll wait until we upgrade to storm glass for that. Berserker's probably gonna be a good idea. That might save us. More damage and 100 more armor could be pretty useful. Although, vitality, maximum health to 100. Let's do that. I like having health. It's a hobby I really enjoy. So our health right now is 331, a little more than that because of the corruption, but another 100 on top of that, plus the 4 points we're going to put into vitality, seems like a good idea. I visited the friendly town in the west to remove my corruption the first time. There are 3 dancers there. Yeah, in the tavern where Conan is. I did that as well. I have a dancer, I just haven't placed them yet. Which I could. I'll go place them in the house, in the ceiling. Yeah, Marrow's good. You can find a lot of good thralls there too. You can find like a seneschal of Set. There are a couple of named guys. I don't know if you went and did the basement dungeon, but in the first room of the basement dungeon in Meru, there's a drunk guy that spawns there. And you can kill him for a legendary truncheon. Which is incredibly handy. Yeah, we're gonna go get that at some point. I just haven't bothered yet. Didn't know about him, yeah. His name is... what is it? It's like something the drunkard or something like that. And the nice thing is, if it still works, I don't know if it does, but you used to be able to, if he didn't drop it, or if you wanted multiple of them, you could leave and then go right back in and he would be back. He would respawn immediately if you left the instance. So I like to get a couple, because then you can get one for you and one for your thrall, and I'm about to get some hardened iron, or hardened steel rather, so that we can get the really good blunted fittings, and then knocking out people is a breeze. We'll probably do that, let's see, order of operations. Go kill Legendary Croc to see if we can perhaps get a decent weapon. Build our initial tower of our base so that we can build our crafting stations inside. Go get Legendary Truncheon. Profit. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. Our purge meter's only halfway up, so we should have time to do all of that before we get purged. There's so much to do. That's the great thing about Conan, right? Is that there's always so much that you can be doing. There's always something to do. That's what I like about it anyway. And like, if there's something that you don't care to do right now, there's always something that you are like, well, I could do this instead, and that sounds way more fun. Alright. Slap him up on that hill. Alright, we got 4,000 iron this time. Put that bearskin in there. Get this hide going in here. Alright. 2,500 iron will make into 505 steel. The exchange rate for this stuff is insane. So yeah, 4,000, a little over 4,000 makes 2,500 steel. So I'm getting some sort of bonus from our named thrall or our improved furnace or both. But then out of the 2,500, we only get 505 steel. So it takes 5 iron bars to make a single steel bar. If my math is correct, which is ridiculous. My purge bar is very close. I reduced the time it hasn't taken so far. I used to just turn it off. I guess I should be okay with the building mats I used. So, Stormglass is tier 3 stuff, so it's gonna last very far. Do you know what level your purges are at? Are they maxed out level 6? Did you turn them down somewhere? Do you happen to know? Vanilla level, I think. I think that may be all the way up on 6. So you might have a bit of a time. How many thralls do you have? And are they high level thralls? There's a lot of variables here. So if you have, if you're up where I am, which I think you are, because you said not quite to the volcano, and you've been taking only one high level one, so you're gonna want some more thralls. Going to Asgard and getting any of the Nord guys, they're higher level people, so like, you know, you probably know that the Exiles, will they climb walls? I don't know, because I always have my base lined with spikes, so they can't do that. But I think they can climb. I think the human purge guys can climb. So putting crenellated walls on top of your walls will prevent that. Putting spikes around your walls will help with that. I like to line my house with spikes, and then around those spikes I put thralls. Either critters like this, or these guys. And your thrall guys, let's say, because you said you don't like to take tier 1 or tier 2, and I kind of agree. So let's say all of your guys are like tier 3 fighters or archers, and they're from the Nord area. They don't have to be leveled up. They can be level 1, and they're still pretty decent. Obviously give them good weapons, like, you know, I like to use Ancient or better. Ancient is really my go-to because hardened steel is kind of a premium. And then this Vanir heavy stuff I make because it also just requires steel. Nothing too difficult, it's just like thick hide and steel to make this stuff. And it gives a very good armor value. Yeah, I have the spike wall things. Yeah, you'll be fine then. But I would think about getting more thralls. I don't know how big your base is, but having like... Oh, it's level 3, I just checked the surface. Okay, so level 3 you'll be fine. Level 3 is what I have mine at. It's pretty manageable. The level 6 ones can get a little rough, depending on what you have going on. So that you're at level 3. It's you and your like main thrall that's leveled up. If you have like 3 or 4 more guys around that have nice heavy armor, they got a decent weapon. If you spend a little bit of time with them and level them up to like level 5 or even level 10, you should be fine. It'll also depend on what kind of purge you get, but you should be fine. Because sometimes you'll get like, you know, it's just a group of exiles, or sometimes it's like dogs of the desert come and fight you, and it's like those guys are fine. Sometimes it's like a horde of spiders or snakes, and that gets a little worse. And then if you have it up to 6, sometimes you get raided by like volcano thralls. And while that's great for collecting, because you can collect purge thralls, and usually they are some of the best ones you can get, they will wreck your shit. It's like some they decide different waves come and attack. Yeah. I believe the purge works on a timer, where the purge is going to happen for X amount of time, and as you kill a wave, a new wave will start to come. And sometimes that's desirable. Like, a good way to collect thralls is to give all of your guys truncheons. If you know it's going to be, like, human-type enemies, because it'll tell you. You'll get a message when it happens, and it'll say who's coming to purge your base. So if it's human guys, you can give all of them truncheons, knock everybody out, and then when the purge is done, you go through, you collect the ones that you want, throw them in your wheel, and then you execute the rest of them. Especially if you have a greatsword, your alternate attack, or your L2, or I don't know what it is on PC, but your alternate attack is a big chop, which is great for killing knocked out thralls. It all depends. It all depends on what kind you get and what your priorities are. Obviously, if you equip everybody with truncheons, you're going to have a harder time with the purge, because they're going to have to knock them out rather than just kill them. But you should be fine. You said you have a legendary weapon, so you know at least what you're doing, and you probably have some decent armor at this point, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Have some healing items on you, and you'll be just fine. On a level 3 purge, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could probably handle a level 3 purge with these 6 guys. It would be maybe a little rough, but you could do it. Like, it would be fine. It depends on what kind of purge it is. Like, some of them would be very easy, some of them not so much. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. And then for the purge, I don't know if you know, but if anybody's watching later, the purge meter, so there's like if you look at my purge meter, which is at the bottom of my character, you'll see a bar, and then past that there's another bar. So the first bar is just saying the purge is ready to go. And then somewhere between the second and the third bar is when it actually happens. So if it's only up to the first bar, you may have some more time. It may happen right away, but it's RNG. So it may happen right away, or it may go a little further, depending on where it's at. And then when the purge happens, however much it went over by of that second line, that will be added on to your purge meter at the end. So it doesn't reset all the way to 0 necessarily. It'll only reset between your first and your second bar. Whatever extra is there will get added on to your next purge timer. So it's a little bit of RNG. You may have more time than you think you do, although, again, like, it could happen right away. I've seen it happen before. You can also set your purge in your server settings to only happen during certain hours. That way, you can make sure to that everybody's on the server at the same time, or if you're like, oh, it's getting to be, I don't know when you play, but let's say like 7 p.m. In real world time. Well, I know at 7 the purge is going to happen. It's going to happen somewhere between 7 and 9. So or 7 and 8, say, like within that hour it's gonna happen. So, while I'm out and about and doing dungeons or whatever, I don't have to worry about my base getting purged while I'm in the middle of a dungeon. And then you can make sure to stay home and do things around your base while the purge is like in that hour where the purge is going to be happening. That's an idea that you can do as well. It's a nice middle ground of I want the purge to happen, but I don't want to be completely off guard and my ass kicked because my thralls aren't ready for it to defend by themselves. I have a bunch of points. I hope all of that was helpful and made sense. My memory of Conan is a little shaky because it's been so long. Yeah, that's helpful things. Okay, good. I'm as I'm talking, I'm like remembering things. So it's like, oh yeah, also this, and then oh yeah, also this. I remember I used to just turn it off. Yeah. I think the purges are fine. I was worried about it my first time around, but after that first purge, it's not so bad. And especially if you get human purges, they are some of the best thralls that you can get in the game. So it's actually a good thing later on, after you kind of get past your initial base building. Once you're confident and you're set up and you have a decent amount of thralls, then it's like, okay, when's that purge gonna happen? It's like, I need more people. We'll get the star metal stuff, because we have the points for it. Hardened, yep. What is this? Oh, the precision tannery. Plant-based tannery. Resulting in greatly reduced fuel costs. Right. Decrease the cost of carpentry projects. We can do these. The precision ones wouldn't be bad to do. We were just talking about that. Fuel efficient furnace. Heat efficient furnace. Reduce the waste of base materials. We'll get all this stuff. I wonder how difficult they are to craft. Fireball cauldrons. Pure aloe extract. That is basically all of our points. Next level up, we will need to get our preserving bin, or our whatever it's called. I get it confused with arc a lot. Oh, and then our epic armors too. We could have got that and then just didn't. We need to decide what kind of epic armor we're going to go into. This capuchon stuff that I'm wearing is pretty nice. So maybe that, especially since we can transmog it, because I like the strength bonus it gives, but I don't care for the look so much. We also need to get these decorative war paints, or not the decorative ones, but the war paints themselves. So we spent a bunch of points that we probably didn't need to, but that's fine. We'll get more as we level up. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me today.